Self-kindness is the ability to extend kindness, understanding, and care towards yourself, especially in the midst of difficult or painful circumstances. As we discussed in the previous video, self-kindness is active. Not only are you extending kindness and being less harsh and judgmental towards yourself during times of pain, you're actively taking steps to soothe your pain and ease your suffering. There are several ways to cultivate self-kindness. In this video, we will show you how to do a quote, "Give yourself a kindness and compassion break" exercise. After the video, you will be encouraged to take part in a form of guided meditation called Loving Kindness Meditation, where you will be encouraged and guided to extend kindness and positive regard towards yourself. Step 1. I invite you to think of a phrase, saying, or thought that you find comforting that you've either used in the past to successfully comfort yourself or that somebody close to you has used to make you feel better. To help you identify this phrase, ask yourself the following question. What do I need to hear to extend and express kindness to myself? Some people find any of the following helpful. Quote, "May I be kind to myself. May I learn to accept myself as I am. May I be strong in times of need. May I be patient with myself." Your phrase can be a variation on these or something that is uniquely yours. I invite you to stop the video right now to find this phrase or saying that is most comforting to you. Step 2. Once you've identified this phrase, I invite you to think of a situation in your life that is difficult or especially stressful. Call this situation to mind and let the emotions associated with this situation wash over you. Just be mindful of the painful emotional experiences as we have learned to do so in the past. I invite you to stop the video right now to think of this particularly difficult or stressful situation and how the emotions associated with this situation appear in your body. Step 3. I now invite you to acknowledge the pain, suffering, and unpleasant emotions associated with this situation. Say to yourself the following, quote, "This hurts. This is stress. I am in pain." I invite you to stop the video right now to process this acknowledgement of the pain, anxiety, or stress. Step 4. I now invite you to acknowledge that the pain and suffering you've experienced are a part of life. Say to yourself the following, quote, "Suffering is a part of life. Other people feel this way too. I am not alone." I invite you to stop the video right now to give yourself time to process this acknowledgement. Step 5. Now use the comforting phrase you came up with in step 1, for example, "May I be kind to myself," to help you soothe the pain and suffering associated with the situation you've identified. Say it to yourself in your mind with clarity and sincerity. May I be kind to myself. May I give myself the compassion and kindness that I need and deserve. May I forgive myself. I invite you to stop the video right now to give yourself time for this acknowledgement. Step 6. Let the emotions associated with this act of self-kindness wash over you. What do you feel? How do you feel it? What do you notice? So, to summarize, self-kindness is the third component of self-compassion and is defined as extending kindness, care, and understanding towards yourself and taking active steps to soothe your pain and lessen the suffering. Unlike self-pity, self-kindness is an active concept which assumes you are taking steps to reduce the emotional pain and suffering you are going through. In this video, you learned a technique called, quote, "Give yourself a kindness and compassion break," where you are asked to come up with a soothing statement, identify a situation associated with unpleasant emotions or suffering, Acknowledge the pain and suffering. Acknowledge that you are not alone in this pain. And then using the soothing statement you came up with in the first step to ease the suffering and the pain. This marks the end of the fourth and final module of the Mindfulness Self-Compassion online program, or MindOp for short. Remember, although you have now completed this course, the more you practice the meditations you've learned on your own and consistently after the end of the course, the bigger the mental health rewards will be for you. You now have access to the various meditations and videos, and so you can alternate practicing between the different forms of meditations you've learned throughout your week. The more you practice, the better you will feel, and the easier the meditation will get for you. I congratulate you on taking this step towards better mental health and improved stress, and I wish you luck with the rest of your mental health journey. When you're ready, go to the following page to take part in the final meditation called Loving Kindness Meditation that is designed to cultivate self-kindness and self-compassion.